Well, hello everybody, it's Dragonfly Week this week, which is a very exciting time, and we're here today at Argaty, and Argaty is our newest Dragonfly hotspot, and Ross Graham, who's the ranger here, he's going to tell us a bit about what it means to Argaty to be a Dragonfly hotspot. He's going to tell us about his wonderful ponds, because there are many
Several
ponds.
of them, maybe 15, 16, we tend to lose count these days. There's a lot of them. We're trying to create as much habitat as we can.
And we're here to start off with at the special Dragonfly Pond, which was built last year specially for dragonflies. So Ross, tell us a bit about the dragonflies here at Argaty, and tell us about the Dragonfly Pond, because I've seen from your social media that you've got heaps of dragonflies in here, and it's doing a really good job.
Yeah, it's done really well. First of all, I'd like to say we're really proud to be a Dragonfly hotspot. That's great. Very, very chuffed about that, because we have been trying hard to try and create as much habitat as we can for these amazing insects. I think last year we kind of really got inspired about dragonflies when we had an interesting talk from a guy, Rory Mackenzie Dodds, and also with yourselves being interested as well and helping us along. We realised how amazing dragonflies are, and just how good to watch they are, and also how potentially easy it was to make a good habitat for them.
Well, that's the great thing about it, isn't it?
Yeah, anything that's easy is good with us. So so the pond here, the Dragonfly Pond, we had this idea to build a big raised bed pond, a really big one. We didn't really have in mind in February that it might not be the best idea to start when it's particularly heavy snowfall, but it was good fun. We gathered a crew of volunteers, some of our regulars, we started using these old railway sleepers. We built a frame for the pond in wonderful conditions, and we got the liner in there filled at about kind of April last year, and within the space of 2 or 3 weeks, I mean, there was a lot going on in there. Even, we were amazed at how life took to it.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of last summer, I would be sitting here having my lunch, and there were common darter dragonflies laying their eggs in the pond, which was amazing.
So just 3 months after it had been filled with water.
Yeah, unbelievable.
They were here breeding.
They were here, and since, we've had we have taken some pond plants from some of the other ponds and put them in here. So I think we've probably carried carried larvae in from there. So we had this year I think we've had 5 species so far emerging
Fabulous.
On the pond. So that's really, really good.
Yeah.
It just goes to show how quick things can happen. It's pretty incredible. Long may continue.
Yeah, there's nothing as rewarding as putting in a pond, and already just in the space of the last 5 minutes or so, we've seen common darter and an emerald damselfly exuvia there. So you're running a series of dragonfly walks as well to help people learn a bit more about dragonflies and to show them why you're such a fantastic dragonfly hotspot. So when are they running?
So at the moment we're doing those about three days a week actually. So we're planning to continue that into August, because we did walks in August last year and we had really good number of species. So you can book on to these walks. At the moment we're just taking 4 groups maximum, so there is quite a lot of interest, so it's good to book ahead. We've been taking people up to one of the other ponds, not this pond, bit bigger pond that's kind of a little bit more established. Just showing people not just the dragonflies and damselflies, but also all the other pond life as well. Because I have to say, on a terribly wet day, which we've had quite a few of, you do have to branch out a little bit and show people other things. But thankfully there's all that there. So
yeah. Well, why don't we head up to that pond and we'll have a look and see what we can find there.
Sounds good, yeah, definitely.
Right, let's go.
Okay, excellent.
So this pond here is absolutely fantastic. We've already seen common blue-tailed damselflies, and a common darter's just flown past. So tell us a bit about your walks when you bring folk up here on your dragonfly walks, and what other species do you see?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, we started doing walks here last year in August, and the idea was that we'd start down in the car park at the visitor centre and give people a bit of kind of basic information about the life cycle of dragonflies. You know, do they know the difference between dragons and damsels? And then a bit of practical guddling about up here at the pond and looking for things. Yeah, it was a good success, and this year so far as well has been good uptake for it. So we'll come up here and you know, we kind of continue our talk, telling people you know, different facts and things like that. And so far we've been at that time of year where it's mostly been damsels, or pretty much all been damselflies that we've seen. So we've had large red, we've had common blue, azure, emerald and blue-tailed, which we're seeing pretty regularly. Have to say there's been a few horrible days where it's been very, very wet, so we've just been looking around in the vegetation around the pond, and actually in a way it's almost better for photography, I suppose. But yeah, so we're hoping that now, you know, going into kind of the end of July, August, we'll start seeing it's just like common, yeah, definitely the real showstopper.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, while we've been here, we can hear of course they stopped now, but there's some red kites flying around and we can hear them calling. So you also run a red kite hide, and you feed them. Tell us a bit about that.
Yes, so every day at 2:30 we have a feeding session for the red kites. So at the moment, not in our main hide, which is shut. Hopefully be able to open that again soon. But yeah, we're keeping our numbers limited to 4 groups at the moment maximum. So yeah, but we're standing on the path further down, and still really good views of kites. So yeah, at the moment we have really it's just the breeding pairs at this time of year. So there's probably about a dozen birds come down for the food.
Pretty good.
Yeah, definitely, and we're just at the stage where chicks are going to be fledging and coming out and making their first kind of forays. So. It's good fun, yeah.
Well worth a visit for the kites as well as the dragonflies.
Definitely, yeah. We're trying to offer a kind of more complete package of things that people can see, you know, try and give them a bit more. So yeah, you can come on a dragonfly walk and then see kites straight after that, so make a kind of whole afternoon of it, which is good fun. Yeah.
Sounds fantastic. Right, well thanks very much, Ross. That was great to speak to you today at our newest hotspot, Argaty Red Kites. So if you want to find out a bit more information, just go to the website or the Facebook page. Is that what you'd recommend?
Definitely. Yeah, just search Argaty Red Kites and you'll find all the information, events and things on the website, and probably the Facebook page is a little bit better for finding things as well.
And enjoy the rest of Dragonfly Week 2020.
Thank you very much. You too.